Good afternoon, my name is Lina Marcela Carvajal Claros. I am a first semester student at the University. Today I'm going to talk about the importance of assessment in the learning process, and I am going to make a reflection answering 5 questions. In this case, I think that assessment is important in the learning process because it represents the monitoring of the teaching given by the teacher, so that the student fulfills his role as an evaluator. In this process, and strengthens his development. Through this evaluation process, a student understands what topics they have learning, thus they seek strategies to strengthen and consolidate their learning, because through the evaluation is evidenced which are the main needs that must be attended. It shows the relationship between knowledge and performance. In this case, not only the teacher are evaluating the student learning process, but also the teaching directed by the teacher, if they are using methodologies that facilitate the student learning process. On the contrary, if it is verified that the student has deficiency and as such, the teacher will be forced to find a strategy for student learning to be effective. Now, I am going to talk about the advice I would give to this teacher, Raúl Emprilla. The advice I give this teacher not to use informal language in the classroom, and then look for strategies to encourage reading and writing. It is important so that students do not comment on such simple errors when writing tests, and that they teach the student as the simple present, because this is the most common mistake of the student in this case. Now I am going to make a reflection about the teacher. Question number 1. What are the strengths or weaknesses of each teacher market? The teacher Raúl's weakness was that the qualification and the advertisement. He did not indicate to the student that when the verb is writing in the third person, the letter S is added, and this is called present simple. The strength of the teacher Raúl is that they indicated that within the advertisement, it is important to use capital letter for the names and at the beginning of the sentence. Teacher Priya's weakness is that indicated that it was a good job and he put a budget on it. When in fact he found many errors within the advertisement. For a pet, he should give the required feedback, since sometimes the student doesn't understand the meaning of the acronyms. Likewise, the teacher must indicate that some sentence should be writing in the present symbol. The teacher Priya's strength is that he used proper language to qualify the English advertisement for a pet, such as a capital letter, grammar, and spelling. Question number 2. What advice would you give Raúl Emprilla? I advised the teacher Raúl Emprilla to indicate to the student that it is important to take into account the verb sentence, and in which teacher write the sentence which is present simple. Question number 3. Neither Raúl nor Priya correct the error on line 3. Play a ball. What do you think that is? Neither Raúl nor Priya correct the error on the line 3, play a ball, because they didn't and check that the sentence is grammatical but structural. In this case, they are taught to use informal language. That is why they taught that the sentence was structured, but it's not like that, because I consider that it is writing like with a ball. Question number 4. If you were the teacher of the learner, which type of error would you choose to focus on in class? Why? If I were the student teacher, the mistake I would choose the focus on in class is using the present simple, because in the advertisement for a pet, the student may allow mistake for not using the present simple correctly. It is important that the learners take into account that when forming sentences and a verb in the present simple is conjugated in the third person, singular he, she, or it, and is at the end of the word. Question number 5. How do you usually correct writing? Do you do anything the same as Raul and Priya? To correct my writing, I usually circle the word, place I correctly next to it. Finally, I give feedback so that they understand clearly the topic, so they make the same grammar mistakes and that they make in an advertisement for a pen. Thank you so much.